I'm WRTV's Jessica Gruenling, and these are your latest headlines. An IMPD detective is on administrative leave after allegedly showing up to an investigation while intoxicated. A family's heartbreak is now a mission to protect children. In January, Haley Busby went missing after a 39-year-old Ohio man picked her up. Chris, a beautiful forecast for the weekend. It's the first day of spring, which is also one of my favorite days. You want to know why?
Shoot.
Free Rita's water ice. Speaking of the Hoosiers and their defense, you know, they say defense wins championships.
Okay.
You know what I'm going to say to you?
I have no idea where we're going.
Weather wins newscast.
I like it.
This is a live look right now outside the Beech Grove Police Department, where there is a growing memorial at Officer Elliott's patrol car. Tens of thousands of people are traveling to Indy for the NCAA Men's Final Four, and public safety officials tell us they are preparing for anything. Flying during the ongoing government shutdown has become a guessing game for travelers when it comes to wait times. New Karen is a millennial Jessica.
And to think I thought I knew you.
Whew, and that's me. But
Yeah,
I'm not
no,
a Karen.
yeah.
The Purdue Boilermakers will practice today as they prepare for their Sweet 16 matchup tomorrow night. Second-seeded Purdue will face 11-seeded Texas in San Jose. The Eastside community is still up in arms about the lack of transparency and looking for ways to keep the facility open. Look, you're always on my list. I don't know about this Christmas, though. You know, it's like tough with the paycheck.
Now on Good Morning Indiana, seniors on fixed income wanting answers as they face rent increases from their apartment complex. The new statement overnight from the company that owns it and the questions that remain. Hoosier TSA workers at the Indianapolis International Airport are worrying about being able to pay their bills, how the government shutdown is leaving them without pay, and how some are chipping in to help. Tonight, the Boilers will play in the first round of the NCAA tournament, and it's one last shot at a title for senior Braden Smith. I speak with his family on their experiences and how they'll be cheering on the team's run every step of the way.
Good morning, Indiana. Thanks so much for joining us on your Friday morning. I'm Jessica Gruenling in for Caitlin Kendall alongside meteorologist Chris Swaim. And Chris, what a beautiful day to wake up.
Happy spring. It's the
Happy
first day.
spring. The
Vernal
first day of
equinox.
spring. It's 50 degrees when I
Yeah.
walked outside. A beautiful weekend ahead of us.
It wasn't. I took my time from the car to the door.
Did you?
Yeah, this past week I've just been head down A to B trying to get there.
Right.
It's too cold. I don't
Now
want to do
you're
any of this.
frolicking in the
Yeah,
parking
I took
lot.
this-
So let's take a first check at traffic at 5:02 on your Friday morning. You are taking a look at I-465 at Ditch Road. Things moving pretty smoothly there. Obviously construction in that area. You can see the cones and the road signs, so just be careful when you drive through there. But right now, nothing affecting your morning commute. We'll go ahead and take a look at our map. A lot of green on that map, and all of those icons you see there near downtown, those are road closures as they get set up for hosting the Final Four in 2 weeks. We do have information about that over at WRTV.com. A housing headache for senior residents living in an adult community on the northeast side. Residents tell Amber Grigley their rent is increasing and they are drowning in added fees. Amber Grigley spent the afternoon trying to get answers from Walnut Ridge and the company that owns it, Wallach Communities. Late last night, she received an email from a media representative. They say Wallach began a $13 million rehabilitation of Walnut Ridge last fall. The rent increases are intended to support improvements to residents' homes and the apartment community. However, we're still working to get clarity on the rate increases, additional fees, and leases. Planned Parenthood will close 2 of its 3 Indianapolis locations as of April 3rd. The Midtown and Southside locations will shut down and all care will move to the Planned Parenthood Georgetown Health Center near 86th Street and Georgetown Road. The provider said on its website the merger of the 3 facilities is due to changes in federal funding and loss of Medicaid reimbursements. The Georgetown Health Center will continue to offer reproductive care and pain management. A statement posted by Planned Parenthood online said, in quote, "We are making difficult but necessary adjustments to our health center network so we can continue caring for patients in our communities for years to come. Our priority is to ensure you continue receiving compassionate, high-quality care with as little disruption as possible. Midtown and Southside will see patients through April 2nd. Flying during the ongoing government shutdown has become a guessing game for travelers when it comes to wait times. But TSA workers across the country, including right here in Indianapolis, are also facing financial uncertainty. The partial shutdown that began February 14th has left about 60,000 TSA agents working without pay. Agents at Indianapolis International Airport say they haven't been paid in over a month, and now they're worried about paying bills. Hoosiers have pitched in to help, giving gift cards, gas cards, and even donated meals to workers. The local TSA union president says times are especially tough since members underwent a lengthy full government shutdown late last year.
People are just starting to get their loans paid back that they had to take out from the last time around and things of that nature. And so that's the biggest fear and the biggest stressor on all the officers right now is when are we going to get paid?
Information on how to donate to TSA workers in Indianapolis can be found with this story at WRTV.com.
It's the first day of spring and Indy Parks is getting ready for the busy season. That includes renovations now underway at Wish Park on the northwest side near 71st Street and Michigan Road. Mayor Joe Hogsett and other city officials broke ground on the renovation. It's one of 40 parks slated for upgrades this year. City County Councilor Leroy Robinson represents the district where Wish Park is located. He chose to use the $1 million designated in the city budget to each council member for the improvements.
This isn't just concrete and equipment. This is an investment in the families on the northwest side of Indianapolis. It's a statement that this neighborhood, our neighborhood, does matter to the city of Indianapolis, to you all, to the mayor, and to our leadership of Indianapolis.
Improvements include playground equipment, fitness stations, and a nature path. Construction is expected to be completed by the fourth quarter of this year. Additional funding came from the Lilly Endowment grant to Indy Parks.
The Purdue Boilermakers start their quest for a national championship tonight, and it's one last run in the NCAA tournament for Westfield grad and senior guard Braden Smith. I sat down with Braden's parents to reflect on their experience over the last 4 years.
It truly has been an amazing 4 years.
A journey that Jenny and Dustin Smith have shared with their son Braden Smith.
You never know how things are going to turn out, right? I mean, your kid makes a decision where they're going to go to college, and you support them in those decisions, and then you hope for the best.
That hope became reality for Braden at Purdue, where he's had a decorated career.
He has great coaches. He has great players with him. You couldn't ask for anything else as a point guard. You got guys that can score the basketball. You got guys that are unselfish, just like him. So watching them and watching him be able to do that for these 4 years has been awesome.
Braden is one assist away from becoming the NCAA's all-time assist leader, which will almost certainly come Friday night in St. Louis.
It's going to be really cool to watch. I'm going to be glad when it's over. And then, they go out and just finish playing basketball.
Playing and watching, knowing that each game from here on out is a gift.
From our perspective as parents, we're just excited to watch these boys compete, for one more chance at a national championship, a Final Four, whatever it is. So we're just excited to be a part of it.
Which includes encouraging words for their son.
Before the game, I always send him a text. It's usually really short, and I end it, with like, love you, I'll see you soon, and go be great.
I think the other piece too, and Dustin has done a better job of this probably than I have, just have fun, man. Every day, every game is an opportunity to be with your team and do something special.
A lot has to go right through the NCAA tournament, but after winning the Big Ten championship in Chicago, the Boilermakers might be peaking at the right time. Like many, the Smiths hope the ride doesn't end soon.
Go get it done.
Boiler up.
Yesterday at practice in St. Louis, we asked Braden about what the last 4 years have meant for him and having his family every step of the way.
Obviously a really fun 4 years, and obviously having my family there every step of the way. Obviously I have a little brother as well, and obviously for him to be able to see and travel and do things that I never got to do when I was his age. So it's definitely a great thing to have and to be around, and obviously all just enjoying it and soaking it up while we can.
Purdue tips off against Queen's University tonight at 7:35.
The Israeli Prime Minister says he will back off attacking Iran's oil and gas facilities for now, amid fears of a global energy crisis. How there's new questions this morning after an American stealth fighter jet was hit by Iran. You could be paying more for everyday items at the grocery store and not even know it. We show you some examples of some sneaky inflation.
Like you said, all those people have to get home, and as soon as the eclipse kind of wrapped up there, we saw the red kind of get up onto the map. You can see that there behind me. But here's one of the bigger issues. 65 north heading to Chicago. You can see all of the red right there, and we know right now it's taking about 2 hours to get from downtown Indy into Lafayette. That's right, Chris, we do have an accident to make you aware of. You're looking at I-65 at I-465 South. Between South Carson Ave and I-465, there is an overturned semi-trailer. The two left lanes are closed in the eastbound direction of travel, and you can see that backup on the ramp there already, so you should expect delays. Final check at traffic at 6:56 on your Friday morning. You're looking at I-65 at Raymond Street. You can see some of the rain on that camera there and the slowdown in the construction zone. Usually around this time it gets down to probably about 30-35 miles per hour, so just be careful this morning. There's the map. There is an accident between Westfield Boulevard and exit 33 on I-465 eastbound. The entrance ramp is slow. And we'll go ahead and take a look at some drive times. I-65 northbound between Raymond Street and the South Split. That's where we usually see some backup as the morning goes on, going about 50 miles per hour, which is pretty common in that area. Now they're leaving, and we're seeing that same backup there. It's taking about 2.5 hours to get into Louisville right now if you are leaving downtown Indy.
An open door to an honest conversation.
Y'all keep it real, keep it raw, keep it transparent.
That's what these kids have been doing inside this space at George Washington High School as part of barbershop talks.
Real life situations. I can depend on somebody to really listen to me.
On their minds Tuesday morning,
About the gun law,
a concern over the passing of permitless carry last year.
it's really killing our population right now for us younger black kids, because it's kids been dying left to right for at least these last 2 months, left to right.
21 kids under the age of 18 have died from gun violence this year. Almost half of them happened in the last 2 months. Most of these kids know someone. Malik Starks knows a few.
No, I never thought I was going to see my friend in the casket.
I don't believe that your future needs to be dictated by your present.
City County Council President Bob Ostley is here listening to those concerns and also offering insight.
Kids are asking for them. It's intentional that we get out and build relationships with everyone from all walks of life. Inspiration, aspiration, believing they can be a Bob Ostley and greater and beyond.
Can y'all tell me why there is such an access to guns and why we're using those to shoot each other?
Is a question posed by Ostley. Peer pressure, their environment, and social media, all reasons given. But as for what can be done,
A man that looked just like you and I got involved in my life and wouldn't take no for an answer.
is programs like this, meeting kids where they are and having someone in their corner.
I have sports. I got people in my ear. I got the people that been through the stuff that, if I wanted to go in that direction, I got people that, will lead me in that direction. So I just take advantage of my opportunity.
In Indianapolis, Jessica Gruenling, WRTV.
This is Coach Knight driving with a basketball in his lap.
This is Cheryl Ferguson.
To me, it's about history.
And history is what Cheryl knows well.
This is the first team, and that's Coach Knight. Look how young he looks.
She used to own our sandwich place, now taken over by her daughter.
We really are big on tradition, my family is, and it's always been a tradition that this is here with all the Bob Knight and IU memorabilia, and we really wanted to continue that.
Because who started this all is a man named Larry Hawkins, seen in this picture with Bob Knight.
Said they would just sit and gossip like two old hens.
The former owner and Bobby Knight met at a reception for Coach Knight, and they just really hit it off.
So much so that a lot of this memorabilia was brought in by Knight himself.
Some of these pictures are just phenomenal.
I like the one with him and Karen.
Yeah. And the kangaroo.
Knight would come here weekly when he lived in Bloomington. After that, it was once a year until his health started declining. This was his table.
Last time he was here was in November of 2021.
This is the chair that Coach Knight used to sit in when he came in.
There's plenty of memories of his visits.
It was like my grandpa coming in.
When he had been here the last time when he was still a coach, that was when he was a coach for Texas Tech, and he'd gone off and left his cap right on the other side on the hook. So I said to him, Coach, last time you were here, you forgot your cap. Do you want it back? And he looked at the cap, and he looked at me, and he looked back at the cap, and he looked at me, and he said, hell no.
Stories will continue to be shared because these four walls are about basketball in Indiana, the impact a coach had on a community, and a shared love for a sport.
Coach was a really inspiring guy. And the whole idea of discipline and working hard to accomplish a goal, which is why this is all a basketball place, is because we honor people who work hard to accomplish a goal.
In Nashville, Jessica Gruenling, WRTV.
Hi. How are you doing today?
Maggie Zahn is going door to door.
We want to make sure we're helping the community in any way we can.
Talking with neighbors or leaving flyers.
A lot of people just don't know. It's not that they don't care, it's just they're unaware of the resources available to them.
Maggie and her group are making sure that people are aware, especially people who live in the 46201 zip code.
It's always in the top 5, and recently it's been in the top 1.
According to the Marion County Coroner's Office, from January to September, there were 383 overdose deaths. 44 happened in the 46201 area. It's 11% of the total.
We see health disparities in this neighborhood. Zip code really affects your health.
Now the Marion County Public Health Department, Damien Center, Overdose Lifeline, and Step Up are working together. The goal is to knock on 1,500 doors and hand out Narcan and other resources.
There's a really strong argument that the best people to respond to overdoses are the ones that use drugs. So putting Narcan directly into their hands is really going to have the biggest impact.
Maggie works for the Damien Center.
It's one of the best things about my job, right? Like, I don't do this work for the money.
It's also personal for her.
I'm also a person with lived experience with substance use, so it's something that's really, really important to me. You know, I've lost quite a few friends due to overdose-related deaths.
And just getting to one person is a success.
I know that a lot of the folks that in my life that have passed due to an overdose-related death, there wasn't Narcan available, right? Like, we didn't know about it at the time, or there wasn't someone that had it. So the more people that we can empower to have Narcan, to be able to have the naloxone, to be able to know the resources in their community, if that saves even one person, that's all that matters.
In Indianapolis, Jessica Gruenling, WRTV.